meanwhile, our managing editor, Gaurav Sawant, is also with us. Gaurav, this is a new low, and that's what we were talking about. I don't recall anyone, leave alone India, targeting the executive head of a country in this fashion. It's a personal attack from Pakistan's foreign minister, and obviously the BJP workers are out in the streets demanding his apology there.
Pakistan is in a very bad place at this point of time, and especially today. Today is a day that also hurts Pakistan's psyche emotionally. The 16th of December in 1971 is when India split Pakistan into two and Bangladesh was born, and 93,000 Pakistani soldiers led by Lieutenant General A.A.K. Niazi had surrendered to India in Dhaka, and Bangladesh was born. So this hurt manifests itself in very different ways in Pakistani leadership. But you're absolutely right, this is a new low that Bilawal Bhutto has fallen to, considering India has actually helped democracy survive, or gone out of its way to help democratically elected parties in Pakistan in a mistaken belief that civilian leadership in Pakistan is any better than military leadership in Pakistan. So whether it's Bilawal Bhutto, Zardari, or before him Imran Khan, to survive in Pakistan, to appease the radical Islamists in Pakistan, they resort to India bashing, and in India bashing they resort more to targeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is just a very desperate survival tactics for those who depend on Pakistan Army, ISI and the radical Islamists to remain in power in Pakistan, Sneha.
Well, absolutely. India has taken this up. We have a reaction also from Anurag Thakur. Gaurav, what are you picking about India responding to this, given that it's a personal, comment that has been made against the sitting Prime Minister of the country?
Desperate survival tactics in Pakistan to target Prime Minister of India. Also the fact that Pakistan has now come to that conclusion that it is no longer hyphenated with India. For decades, governments in India wrongly permitted the world to hyphenate India and Pakistan. They let Pakistan punch way above its weight. Pakistan, whether its economy, which is in a shambles, or its army that incidentally had surrendered just on this day in 1971 to the Indian army, or its society, they're all at an all-time low. Their army is being killed by terrorists trained by the army on the AFPAC border now. Their army is literally surrendering, and they have a long history of surrendering, whether it was in 1971 or 2022 at the Chaman border at AFPAC, where Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan is targeting them. So when they are in a bad place and when they are in such a sad place, all they do is try and target India to come up, either in their own eyes or in the eyes of the army, or to get those warring factions to come on the same plane. Their desperate attempt is to get a response from India. If there is a response from India, then Pakistan's stature comes up. On the world stage, you've heard External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar put Pakistan in its place in more places than one, more occasions than one. How? He's told the leadership of Pakistan that the entire world realizes Osama bin Laden was hiding, barely 100 meters from Pakistan Military Academy, Kakol at Abbottabad, under the guidance of the Pakistani leadership. Could it have happened? No. Whether it is 9/11 terror attacks, the perpetrators, the guidance that they got here, or the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, guided by Pakistan Army, ISI and Pakistan Navy, virtually every major terror attack in the world is traced back to Pakistan. Look at the 7/7 London bombing, that was traced back to Pakistan. A series of other terror attacks, that failed bombing at the New York Times Square. A Pakistani Air Vice Marshal's son was involved in this. So Pakistan is a terror state. It tries to equate itself to India with the hope that India will respond. But clearly that's unlikely to happen, especially because India has realized talking to Pakistan until it stops terror is no point.
All right, interesting developments, and this comes right after External Affairs Minister of India S. Jaishankar schooled Pakistan on the fact that this country has been harboring terror, sponsoring terror for the longest time. I'm going to thank you at the moment, Gaurav, getting us all of those details. Akshay was also with us, so was Amit Bhardwaj, for getting us up to speed with developments from the Pakistan embassy where these protests are ongoing.